UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
In their last matchup, Luke, it was Lexi who was the sharper of the two, so let's see how things pan out today.
No, filled with talent as Lexi Thompson. This is going to be a tight tussle. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Opting for the 6-iron. That's the right option. Put it back in play. And here we are with the third shot. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Just didn't drop. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This is what they have left for par here.
Was on a good line. And unfortunately, it's going to be a drop shot to begin the day.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Whew. Well, that was an absolute beauty, particularly out of that lie. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Yeah, nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. He's currently tied for 14th.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And he's down there.
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's paced it, he's read it. It's time. Little 27-footer. All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. A good stroke. That gets the job done. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Big putt for par coming up. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently in 4th place.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Going with the 8-iron here.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's looking good. She's currently 1 ahead of her rival today.
And back to the play, shall we? And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par here. This one's looking good. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible. Not really what they were hoping for there.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Going with the 7.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left are going to be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
This shot is about 140 yards out. 3 shots off the lead. Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, that one will play. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
Now they can move ahead here if they hold this and leave Lexi Thompson behind.
Okay, steady now. That's disappointing. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. He finds himself in a share of 13th. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Didn't that look good for a long time? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
That was a gallant attempt. And this next putt, it's for bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's up ahead. She's actually 1 in front of her rival.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
This tour player is just streets ahead now.
Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, the breeze ruffling their shirt, hitting their back. It's going to be tough to control the distance here.
Well, that's well played, and a chance for birdie here at the 9th. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And as we transition into the back 9, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
Well, this has been entertaining so far, hasn't it? The players behind their rival at the turn, but that's just temporarily. They got 9 more holes to go, some good opportunities on the back 9 to catch them. Let's see how this all ends up.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader. How close was that to going down? A par putt awaits. And that putt'll drop. Well done. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Oh, she's taken the lead in this rivalry, but can she hold on to it?
Great touch. Really nicely played.
Reminds me of the song by the Tubes, She's a Beauty.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in two, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
You like that, didn't you? Time for the second shot at the 11th. And here we are with the third shot.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Just in case Lexi thought that she was going to dominate the match today in this rivalry, he's come out and put that down, laid that gauntlet down, and now I think things will get interesting.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Good putters will make these right on 5 feet. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee, a short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. From around 140 yards here, 5 shots off the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here. That one should find the surface. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently 1 stroke better than her rival and playing partner today.
Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. Ooh, right by the hole. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Currently at +1 for the tournament. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Going with the 5-wood. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Getting ready to play their third. 5 strokes behind our leader. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
Just didn't drop. Playing their 5th shot. That's a well-played chip shot there.
Great touch.
This one for bogey. And it's back-to-back bogeys here. Got to turn this momentum around.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. That was a little bit too much power. Sitting at 3 over. Wow, what a save.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Ooh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. Any misses out to the left, you're going to find the trees in all sorts of trouble.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Got to make sure to control the flight here because the wind, well, is straight into their face.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Wonderful shot. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That's brilliant out of the sand. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot, plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. A birdie putt awaits.
And if he holds this, he'll halve Lexi.
That starts off on a good line.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently at +1 for the day. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Well played, mate. And this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 71. That wasn't your best effort, was it? A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Oh, that's frustrating. Putting for a bogey. And that will do it for him at this event. And as this event comes to an end, I'm pretty sure this player will be ruining some poor mistakes.
Not what the player was hoping for at week's end. Hopefully they can find some positives to take with them.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.